just like a weird sound on my headphones for a second.
There's a dog barking nearby. Probably at that loud ass music our neighbor's playing.
Yeah, and then when I went to the bathroom to change my shirt, there was the baby was crying again.
Yeah.
Some good foot.
Let's pretend those sentences make sense to everyone involved.
Our cat was eating her foot.
I told you, should have recorded earlier while she was sleeping. Now she's involved.
She deserves to be involved.
No, she doesn't. She deserves to stay out of the way because we allow her to live here rent-free.
That is true. But she provides us comfort and warmth.
Nope, neither of those things. More like anguish because we have to keep the doors closed and make sure that there's not stuff she'll kill herself with all the time.
That's true. God forbid we don't let her eat plastic.
Welcome back. Season 4, episode 2.
Why do you look so, solemn?
What do you mean? I'm just at peace. Are you not?
I'm fine.
Take that as a no.
I'm a little nauseous. I don't know why.
If you recall from last week, the episode was short because of the same thing. So, 5-minute episode, huh?
No, I'll be fine. I'm just that's why I got apple juice.
Thank goodness it's so nearby, too. Easily accessible.
I thought it might help.
Why is apple juice the go-to for this?
I don't know. I just thought the sugar might help.
You think you have a sugar deficiency?
I mean, I get hypoglycemic.
And that makes you nauseous?
Sometimes.
How do you know all this?
Because I started having issues senior year of high school.
And then you went to the doctor?
Yeah. And he made me use a blood glucose monitor for a week and test my blood. But I was fine. So he said to just keep snacks and stuff around because it's probably just that I'm smaller and should eat more frequently.
So you're saying that ramen is not a balanced diet, huh?
Ramen is not a balanced diet.
That's so strange.
Did you have any 2026 goals you wanted to discuss?
We're just jumping back in time 2 episodes. They're called resolutions.
Well, I didn't know if you had anything else to add, new things.
No, that's why I said them at the end of last year.
I didn't know if I talked about wanting to relearn cursive.
Probably, but go ahead.
So with I got our friend that miniature karaoke machine for Christmas, and it's finally showing up. But with that, I used my Amazon points to get a cursive workbook that helps you build up the muscle memory and then also build up your wrist muscles and stuff to properly do it. Because
you could use those points to pay off the credit card, right?
Can you?
Yes, you can.
Huh.
It's advised as well so that you don't just give that money back to Amazon anyway.
Oh, I've just been kind of using them as if I want something but I didn't want to pay for it because I like to use my Amazon to get other people's stuff, then
You're still paying for it. What are you talking about?
it's girl math.
That's still your money.
It's free money.
It's not. In fact, it's more because now you're paying twice. You could just pay off your credit card and actually get the discount.
That's true.
I
didn't think about doing it like that. Is that what you do?
Yes, that's how cashback is best applied. If you want to reduce debt, use it towards the credit card.
I feel like you should have discussed this with me before.
I felt like it was common knowledge that if you bought something for $100 and they gave you $5 back, you would put $5 towards the card. So you only spent $95 on that thing, not $100.
Well, I've never thought about it, so it's not common knowledge.
Yeah, you should probably just use the cash back to pay the credit card. It'll pay a percentage of it, but it'll help pay it. So overall, you're spending less money.
I'll use the rest of my points to pay off the credit card. That's smart.
It works out well for your budget too, because then say your Amazon budget is $100 for the month, and you spend that 100, right? But you pay off $5 of that debt with the 5% cash back. Now your credit card bill is $95. So even though in your budget you spent 100, out of your checking you're only dropping down 95. So you're saving $5 in your checking. Does that make sense?
I will do that from now on. Thank you for the advice.
You can do that with most any credit card that gives you cash back, not just Amazon, by the way.
Yeah, I think my PayPal like has it set as like a default option though. But like I've never seen the option on Amazon, so I didn't think about it.
Yeah, you just say redeem for cash and then put it towards the card.
Okay. Thank you. I'll do that.
It's like the third option.
Well, I wanted to discuss Ale and Tail Tavern.
The cursive?
The game.
Oh, yeah, where we're poisoning people?
Yeah, so if you guys haven't heard of it, there's this game called Ale and Tail Tavern. And I was just going through Steam the other day. I told Jordan I had gotten a friend a gift, but they did not redeem it, sadly. So Steam gave me a refund. So I saw this game on sale for like $7. And I was like, that looks like a pretty fun game for $7, right? And it said that like 10 of my friends had bought it or something. And I was like, what is this game? Never heard of it. Why are so many people into it? Oh my God, it is so fun. So you have your own tavern, and it's multiplayer. I think it's set up to 4 players, or you can play solo, of course. But you run your own tavern. You get to name it. You unlock different rooms as you progress and make experience points and money. You get to grow stuff. You get to kill stuff. You get to make food. You get to make beer, ale, probably more stuff, but we haven't gotten that far. There's talking scarecrows. There's bears. There's orcs. There's spiders. There's a lot going on. But Jordan and I have been playing it and having a lot of fun with the shenanigans, even though he complains at my speed of service.
I complain at your lack of communication and your speed. Let's be accurate.
I'll get better at communication the more we play.
Well, I keep reminding you because you just keep going silent and not talking to me.
I have this habit of doing that, yes.
Especially when we're in like a, collaborative role for the tavern where she'll just go over and she'll take someone's order and it'll say ale and I'm managing ale and she'll just go, and then walk away. And I'm like, yeah, don't tell me. Like, thanks. I just got to go check myself. Like,
yeah. But I'm having a lot of fun playing it with you. We should actually play some more today whenever you don't have to do other things.
Whenever you don't have to do anything. You got to edit an episode after this.
Why?
What do you mean, why? There's 2. 1 for tomorrow.
Oh.
1 for next week.
Okay, well, so you're going to pack and I'm going to do that?
Sure.
Okay. I haven't edited one in a while. I might fuck it up.
That's what happens last time, too, yeah. You got to practice more. It's
Yeah.
like cursive.
Yeah, I have plenty of time.
Oregano, parsley. We got a bunch of stuff.
But we should play Ellen Tail sometime today.
Got to wait till 4 p.m.
Shut up.
I don't know.
Don't bring that up here.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we talked about Avatar yet.
No.
What is it called? Fire and Ash?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to say Blood and Ash, but I think that's a book I read. How's your Walmart receipt? Very intriguing.
I'm waiting on you. You said we're talking about it. Go.
Okay, so I think I liked aspects of it better than the second one. There was kind of a lot going on, but I think the kids are great. Love their role. And also the Fire Tribe, I don't know what their names are. The Ash Tribe, let me look it up. But
yeah, they're just called the Ash, or like they're referred to as the Ash a lot. Like they have an official name, but in there they were just like, oh, the Ash are here. And you're like, okay.
The Mingquan clan.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm saying that right. Her name is Varang. Portrayed by actress Una Chaplin from Game of Thrones. Oh, cool. Wow, it's crazy how different they look when they're put in avatar makeup. Like,
Yeah, it's got entirely different skin color.
I loved her though. Like 10 out of 10, I would have betrayed the humans for her. I don't know why Courage is the name didn't do that. Like I said, I think he could have taken over the planet, but he just had to be beholden to a country and planet he doesn't live on anymore and will probably never.
Yeah, I know. He's like a diehard. We're gonna fix this, and then
I think that's really just my main complaint with the series is they could have done such a better job with the villain aspect and having a new enemy for them to fight. But I do think I liked him a lot better in this third film than the second film. The second film, he felt very static and like there wasn't much character development. I felt like maybe a little bit towards the end, but
yeah. But my whole thing is like they harbored such like hate and stuff for him and like for each other the whole time that you're like, I don't want them to become friends in the fourth or fifth one, you know?
Well, especially with like the war crimes going on that they're committing.
Yeah,
like
I don't.
It makes it hard to feel something and like he's getting redeemed when you remember like, oh yes, he just kind of blatantly murders Navi for planetary resources that are dubiously needed, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. The third one felt more rushed than the first two, and I think it's because they were trying to follow the story of the adults and the kids, but they didn't have time to do both.
Yes.
Like they were trying to cut back and forth, but it was so long of stories between each that you almost forgot what the kids were doing while you were watching the adults and vice versa. I'm like, I can't keep track of both of these at the same time, like both these plot lines.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
okay.
with the storyline, the way that they've written it, it would have been a really smart choice to navigate away from like Jake and Neytiri being the main characters and to just going into the kids' adventures, especially they're setting up this whole thing with Spider and Courage and like the tribes in the next movie that they don't feel like the most important characters anymore.
I don't know. They both Jake and Neytiri just haven't really had a pivotal role in the second or the third one. They were really important in the first one. Second and third one, you're just like, okay, yeah, they exist. Like,
yeah, and I saw people saying like all this stuff about how great Jake and Neytiri were in this third one. I just didn't agree.
it felt like they had a lot less chemistry in this third one.
I did see somebody say they're like Neytiri don't want nothing to do with him if he's not. What's the name that they call him when he's got the?
Oh yeah. If he's not the Taruk Maktau,
yeah, something like that.
They're like, you're not Taruk Maktau. I don't want to follow you. You're like,
Taruk
okay.
Makto, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody was like, I think that Neytiri doesn't give a fuck about him if he's not like the big badass like war leader.
Their whole like thing in the first one was like they're mighty warriors of the jungle and like they, it's their space and they're, defending their home. And like he comes in and you're like, okay, that was badass. And then in the second and third one, it was really just, oh yeah, we're running away.
Yeah.
Up until he's like, okay, we'll fight again. And then she's like, yeah, let's go fight. And you're like,
and they're like, oh, they're only parents now. And I think that is, I know it's a very common thing for like parents to kind of lose their identities, but in the context of the Na'vi especially, I just feel like it's such BS and lazy to write their characters that way. Like they're the leaders of their clan, like they're literally the freedom fighters.
And that was the thing too, is at the end of the first one, they became the leaders of the clan. And then in the second one, they basically went, all right, well, we're going to leave the clan now. And just left. And you're
they
like,
were like, oh, we're going to leave so that they're safe. And then immediately they got like fucked over.
Like he made the strong enough decision to leave the clan because he knew the humans were after him. But he wasn't strong enough to be like, hey, we need to leave the kids with the grandparents until we figure this out.
No, wait, right?
Because why not just leave him with the grandparents? Be like, you guys need to stay here. We're going to run for a bit until things die down. That way they don't kill the family.
Yeah.
And then the son dies and you're like, yeah, no shit. You kept the family with you.
I think if they wanted to develop both storylines, they should have made more movies and like rapidly released,
They could have easily split this one into two and just extended them.
Well, even like
because both stories felt rushed through.
Well, like the second one, I feel like they could have cut it at a certain point. Okay.
She's only got half a blanket. Pull it out more.
Look at her tongue.
Pull out the blanket more. She's going crazy over there. There you go.
What's up with your tongue? Put it back in.
The cat's all crazy. Anyway. Yeah, the third one felt rushed. I liked it better than the second one. I think because Jake and Neytiri got more of like their first movie characteristics back. Mm-hmm. The second one, they just kind of didn't do anything.
Yeah, I think the writing, like I was telling Jordan this I think we were talking about it in the car the other day, but I think James Cameron is really good at making first films and creating these beautiful worlds. But I think he needs to bring in more people when it comes to continuity and ensuring that the story stays fresh, because he does tend to recycle ideas a lot.
That part, it angered me in the third one of like the ambush scene where they're like waiting for the humans to come. First, you know which direction they're coming from. Second, it was the same ambush that they did in the first and the second one. And I'm like, dude, you need to get a little bit better tactic or something. And I'm like, and they waited until they were within eyesight to go meet them. And I'm like, man, you guys could have easily, like the water tribe can hold their breath for a long time, especially with those water wing things. I'm like, why didn't you just wait underwater? Why did you wait until the humans deployed all the submarines? Yeah. If the whales would have attacked those ships while the submarines and the boats were still on those big ships, you wouldn't have had to worry about them.
Yeah.
Like it was a crazy, and
they could have just drowned them in the middle of the ocean.
I can see, right? Like, oh, whales wouldn't know that. Oh, the Na'vi wouldn't know that. But Jake should know that. Yeah. That's his whole thing, is he was a Marine. You should be like, hey, we need to attack them on their way, not when they get here and deploy all the boats.
Yeah.
Attack them beforehand when all the boats are in one big boat. Then you just blow up big boat and you're fine.
No, and like it showed those whales like flinging themselves out of the water, destroying ships. Like they could have done it if they all like did it together.
So I was saying, I'm like, you have so much advantage that they just threw away, and they were like, no, we'll wait until they get to the village. Why? Like one of them almost blew up that sacred tree. Like the only important part of them being near the village was the fucking spiral of magnetism or whatever the fuck they were calling it.
That thing was so funny because they were like, don't get near that. It'll fuck us up. And then like they stopped looking at it and they looked up and were like, oh no, we're getting sucked up into the thing we stopped paying attention to.
Yeah, I think that's my least favorite part of all three of the movies, is just no one is acting like they can plan a mission at all.
Yeah.
Like we talked about it in the first movie, the humans would have won if they just stayed in the air.
Yeah.
They jumped on the ground. Why? What was on the ground that you needed? Nothing. You have bombs. They have bows and arrows that were already proven to be ineffective against your airships.
Yeah.
So why even go down there? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the only reason they won was because Jake turned sides.
But even then, like...
But yeah, I happen to know you humans have atomic bombs, and since you have starships capable of flying to other planets, I would assume they have more advanced weapons at this point, too.
That's what I was saying. You probably didn't even need to go over there, honestly. You'd probably be like, let's just shoot bombs from space when we can see from the satellite imagery that they're all gathered, just boop, bomb the Na'vi, you'd be all right. And then you just show up afterward, and guess who's left? Dead people. Like, it's crazy.
Solely, you should have been like, have you heard about a thing called World War II?
Yeah, there was so little tactics involved in every decision they made. Like, they portrayed the humans as very, very stupid. And I'm like, you're smart enough to travel like intergalactically and get all this machinery and everything here and develop technology to grow bodies and transfer minds fucking telepathically to another body that you grew. Mm-hmm. But you're telling me you couldn't be like, we should bomb them from space so that we don't have to get near them.
I think the only thing that I don't like about that is I hate when they treat the audience like they're stupid. Like, yes, some things you might need to, like, dumb down a little bit that the average person might not know. But I think it's it's cops and robbers. You know, it's very easy to understand. Like,
no, the humans had overwhelming air superiority and flustered it every single time. Every single time. You're like, I don't understand how you guys keep messing this up. Like,
I don't understand why they didn't just find a different deposit.
and they keep flying super low, even though in all 3 movies they get somewhere and then they get attacked from above. And I'm like, you should learn to look up.
Yes, no, okay.
It's crazy.
I think this is an issue
It's
in
the
movies in
third time,
general. Like nobody ever looks up, and if I was fighting people who had giant winged beasts, I would be like constantly paranoid.
Yeah,
you know?
especially after the first time it happened. We were like, hey, 16 years ago, we got wrecked because all of our airships got attacked from above. And you'd be like, okay, well, what are we going to do? We're going to bring the same airships, no modifications at all, and only look forward again. You're telling me you couldn't have made a turret that aims up? We had that in World War II.
Also, like, you're telling me this is the best the military has to offer in the future? Like, your Air Force, you couldn't have the Air Force there fighting for you? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Your fighter jets are that bad that you can't kill some natives? Which, I'm not advocating for that. Like, that's not what I want. Like, obviously, the Na'vi are who we're rooting for, but
no, but there's no reason.
So stupid.
There's no reason in any of the movies that the Na'vi should have won. Like, unless you were fighting on the ground or in the water solely. Like, the air thing is just like, it's as soon as humans developed the ability to shoot things from the air, it turned into every war is who can get higher than the other person and shoot down at them. That's it. That's how we win, like, every war.
I wonder if we
ever.
can watch the first one in our VR headsets.
Probably, but
That'd
I don't
probably
know
be
that
so
the
cool.
battery would last long. Yeah, no, like, it just pains me how dumb the humans are in that movie. All 3 of them, really. And I'm like, I get it. You have to dumb them down a little bit, but like to never learn ever. Like they brought the same airship from the first movie to the third, and I'm like, you're telling me in 16 years they didn't develop any new technology for the humans at all?
And obviously
like
they can get there faster and faster.
The only new weapon that I saw in the third one was the handheld flamethrower instead of like the big one that they had in the first movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's it? You downsized the flamethrower and you got rid of the mechs and traded them for little crab mechs, and I'm like, that's
I did
that's
like
what
the crab mechs. They were kind of fun.
They were cool, and you're like, that's cool technology.
Especially that
and whatnot.
they like changed shape when they got into the water, you know?
Yeah, again, both sides of that movie just had no ability to think tactically, and it killed me to be like, you're leading a war and you can't plan. Like,
to enjoy them, I have to not think super logically. I do think the third one is great and better than the second one simply because they didn't include the whale murder. There was whales getting hurt, but it wasn't like the brain scene.
There was a scene where whales got hunted.
Oh no!
It was when you went to the bathroom. Yeah, you went to the bathroom right as like 5 whales got killed.
Okay, well,
and that was why you saw that one that survived. It was that pod.
For some reason I thought that whale was from like the second movie and had survived.
No, it shows you all of them getting killed.
Oh,
and then that whale you see survive.
Oh, great! I'm so glad I missed that. Actually,
it's a lot less brutal than the first one and a lot shorter. It's like maybe a minute.
Okay, maybe
it's
people
not
complain.
nearly as bad as the second movie.
Yeah, I'm like, you could show me people dying all day, but why you gotta fuck with the whales, man?
Yeah. Like, these are sentient creatures, and you're like, yeah, noted. Moving on.
The most beautiful, peaceful creatures that we've ever met in all these planets.
I do like that they included a marine biologist just solely for the purpose of having someone betray him. And you're like, why do the humans keep bringing these biologists and things if they're just going to ignore them for the people who aren't scientists anyways?
Yeah, sounds about right.
And then they keep getting betrayed by scientists, and you're like, you think they would just stop bringing scientists?
Scientists have a lot of ethics usually.
Yeah, you would think they'd be like, well, we got betrayed by scientists 16 years ago. Let's bring this marine biologist.
I have to say, though, that guy was, I think, my favorite character in the entire movie. I just loved him. He was
so relatable, trying to be like, oh, fuck, I don't,
like me
a
trying to go to
little more.
Like, he was great. He's like, I'm so scared, but I'm going to do this anyways. Like,
I think he survived.
That. He did, yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw him towards the end.
He just ran off somewhere, and you're like, okay. I hope he didn't die in one of like the explosions or something, but still, you're like,
yeah. And see, they could have like brought him into the fold of all the people they have.
Yeah, I don't think they
supporting
had
them.
time to like grab him and run away. They just
No.
kind of left him at the base, which I mean, I guess is good. Now you got an inside man, but
I definitely think they should have divided this into 2 movies, like you said, though, because I think that the Fire Tribe could have been a whole plot by its like a whole movie by itself, them fighting them off while also trying to deal with the humans, and then the
Yeah.
humans would be like the next film.
something. But yeah, like the path that they're on, it makes it look like Quaritch is going to betray the humans. But I don't know how that looks exactly, whether he like tries to take over the humans first and be like, no, this is my planet now with the fire people, or
I mean,
like,
nobody
that's-
seems to listen to that
and they
general
just
lady.
they just can't kill him. And I'm like, come on, just kill him already. He's
Yeah.
in the 3rd movie as the main antagonist, and you're like, just kill him off.
I did like him a
Just
lot
get
better in
new
this
one.
film, though.
I think it would have been, I did too, but I think it would have helped me like see the enemy a little bit more if someone else reached out to the Fire Tribe and they just discovered it on their own of like, hey, you have weapons, we want weapons, we'll work with you.
Yeah.
Because like they didn't need Courage in it. It could have easily just been her, the main fire lady, Varkun, whatever her name is. And
But
I
how
was
would
like,
she
okay.
and Quaritch hook up and make little avatar babies?
I don't care. Why would I just, again, not relevant, not helpful to the plot, not relevant. Like, I don't know.
I think that's so funny. He's like, yeah, I can see the appeal. But I liked it. You know, it wasn't bad. I did really like that movie we watched last night as well, The Thursday Murder Club.
Oh, yeah.
Man, and it was so much funnier than I expected it to be. And then I was really happy the ending was kind of lighthearted. Like, I feel like a lot of times these kinds of films have really sad endings or whatever, but I like that they left it on a light note. So if you guys have Netflix, I would recommend The Thursday Murder Club. It is a very fun. It's not a super quick movie. It's like 2 hours, but it's good.
But they have a great cast.
Yes, they do.
Like, they had like 5 or 6 big names in it. You're like, that's a pretty good cast there. Like,
Yeah, let's see. I was like, there were a few people I couldn't remember the name of. I was like, is that Pierce Brosnan? I don't think
like
it was.
they
Oh,
added,
it was Pierce Brosnan.
yeah,
Okay.
like they added in. I don't know some of their names, but like the son is the guy who plays Lucifer. Like
Tom Ellis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Helen Mirren, which I love Helen Mirren. I would watch anything she was in. Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley. I didn't know this lady's name was this, but Celia Emery, if I'm saying that correctly.
Who did she play?
The nurse lady.
Oh, she played Joyce.
Yeah, I've seen her in a lot of stuff.
But like even when they introduced her husband, I was like, oh man, he's in there too. Okay, I'm like, it's a pretty stacked cast that they got here.
Yeah, and then Jonathan Pryce, David. Once I realized it was David Tennant, I think we were about halfway through the film, and I was like, "That's Doctor Who." I'd never seen him with like a scruffy beard like that before. He looked like a completely different person. And oh my god, Naomi Aki, I love her. She's been in several other Netflix films that I've watched. She was also in Mickey 17 that we watched. I was like, she's so familiar.
Yeah.
But I really like her as an actress. I think she's great. I think she's great in comedies. You know, she's got that good, fun energy. But the whole cast was great, and I didn't even guess the whole plot. I guessed about half of it, but by the end, I was still like, "Who did this?"
I like it's interesting they split up the murders into 2 different things. That was nice. I was like, oh, okay, that
I
makes
told
sense.
Jordan, I was like, "How unexpected!" I like that. Like normally, I figure it out and then I'm kind of bored, but this time I was guessing right up until about the very end. I was like, "Oh, that's great." And then I feel like Sarah Drew was in it too, but I gotta see.
No, I couldn't tell you.
Just the picture that they showed of the girl who committed the murder, I was like, "Is that her?" I don't know if she would be credited though.
Oh, in the photo? I don't know. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us on this lovely Monday or Tuesday or Thursday,
Or
depending on
whenever
which
you're
day
watching.
you're watching.
I'm Ripley. That's Jordan. You need a nap? And this has been an episode of Mindless Prattle. If you've liked what you've heard or what you've watched, please hit that follow button and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. We are here for you, Mondays for audio, Tuesdays for video, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.